What's going on there, fellow YouTubers? This is Chris from the Msss Anomalies channel. Guys, got a really cool one for you today. I think you'll like this one a lot. Occasionally I get requests to do either different parts of Mars, like somebody just suggested, can you please do something about the glass tubes or those tubular kind of features on Mars? And the funny thing about it, I already actually have that on the back burner, so that one's coming up too. I also have a most recent one. Well, I shouldn't say most recent. Let's go backwards here a little bit. I should say the most beginning, or the first, or one of the first sols of Spirit rover. And no doubt that, that these obviously were predestined spots to land on, there's no doubt. But as far as like where they had to land, actually take the lander or actually bounce this thing to land, yeah, you're going to see this thing was like just thrown right in the middle of structures and all kinds of stuff. Pretty crazy stuff. Okay, it's not about Mars. It's not about our moon. Occasionally I get people wanting me to do other moons, which in this case it's Iapetus, which is the third largest sun, moon of Saturn. Okay, now guys, you're going to leave walking away after seeing this whole video. Watch the thing to the end. I'm going to show you because I'm not sure, to be honest with you guys, I don't know if half this thing's inverted, it's all inverted, it's not inverted, it doesn't matter. And the reason why it doesn't, once I show you this, it almost looks like aerial views if you're looking at Google Earth. I mean, it's just like only without the color and the extreme detail. Let's put it that way. But after I show you this, there's going to be no doubt in your mind that the structure's on this moon. I'm not talking about it like a squiggly line. I'm talking about actual structures. So, anyway, let me just go ahead and show you. This is from Wikipedia, I believe. Yeah. Iapetus, or occasionally Japetus, depending on how you look at it or pronounce it, is the third largest natural satellite of Saturn, 11th largest star in the solar system, and the largest body in the solar system not known, or known not to be in hydrostatic equilibrium. Iapetus, I keep thinking that's like an L, I don't know why, is best known for its dramatic two-tone coloration, but discoveries by the Cassini, which is Cassini-Huygens actually, a craft, mission in 2007 has revealed several other unusual features, such as massive equatorial ridge that runs 3/4 of the way around Iapetus. So anyway, it'll tell you the discovery, who discovered it, so on and so forth, the name for it, and you can see right here, like this one here, well, this one kind of shows it, right here on the right. This is the reason why everybody says it looks like either a big chestnut or the Death Star or... see right here? Kind of looks like that big Death Star kind of looking thing, but has this ridge that runs right around the equator. And it's pretty darn right in the middle of it. So, really kind of strange. Okay. And, of course, it gives you all of these pictures and, flybys and everything. It's the equatorial range, equatorial. And you can see it right there. It's pretty darn high, guys. I mean, this is, like, insane. But anyway, so this is where you can find... I'll give you the link to this so you guys can check this out yourself. Okay, this is where you can get the picture. This is from, obviously, NASA JPL. You can get the TIFF. It's only a hair over 1 meg, so this is sweet. But just the picture alone, look at this. It's, like, so highly contrasted. What's funny about it, it says, where is it showing? It's getting the reflection or it's sunlight from actual Saturn, not by the sun itself. It's getting reflection from Saturn. Where is it? There's a part in here where it says that it's because the Cassini-Huygens, because it's moving so quickly and it's trying to move along with the moon, so on. This is the reason why you see this blurring of the stars behind it. I'm going, wait a minute, okay. The stars can't be moving fast. They got to be pretty much, stationary, just like the moon would be. Well, within relation to the moon, anyway. So why are these blurry, but this isn't? I don't know. It kind of doesn't make any sense to me, but in some senses it does, but we won't get into that. It's not a big deal. Okay. So what I did was I rotated this. I'm going to show you this right now. You can see it right here. And here's that big open spot. I'm not really sure if that's the actual... I'm going to call it the eye, because it kind of looks like a giant eye on the moon. Okay, but look at the highly contrasted area here. But so what I did was I just went like this here. Just rotated here counterclockwise. So we can tone this thing down a little bit and make it a little bit more equal to, the dark areas and the light. Okay. So, anyway, so I'm going to get into the just non-inverted first. And I want to show you these things because this is insane. This is just cool. All right. So we're going to just bring it down. Not that way. We're going to bring it down this way. To this right here. Okay, what we did is we went to the extreme on this to really bring this down. These are the actual inverted, and this is the non-inverted. Okay, now I'm going to show you this here. No, that's not it. I'll keep making a... Okay, let's jump into it, because there's a couple places I want to show you right off the bat, and there's just no doubt in my mind. Now, keep in mind, guys, this whole thing is loaded, and you're going to go, well, I'm not seeing it, and you're not going to, but you will. Okay, now, there's some places over here, and some over here. Now, let's do this. Okay, let's bring this down. Okay, this is pretty neat. Look at this area right here. Right in here, and you go, well, you know, check out the shapes. Now, keep in mind, everything's going to be really, really tiny here, so you got to really look at the shapes that are sitting here. First of all, what does this in nature? Look at the way this is cut out. Goes across, goes back up, goes over to here. Okay, there's several things coming off of that. Now, check out the landscape of this thing. Look at the way there's something right here. I don't know if that's an actual structure, or it's just something square laying on the ground. But check this out. Look at it. It comes out over here, comes over, goes back in. There's several little dark little pieces that are on here. Check this out. Over, comes over. Look at the way the shape of this thing is. Look at this. Yeah, that's not going to happen in nature, guys. It's just not going to happen. Check this out. Nice rounded area after that. The way this comes about. Look at this. Nicely shaped. Some other thing coming off this. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 things in a row. Okay? Look at all the other little things behind this. Check this out. What does that in nature? See that? There's like several things all the way around whatever this is. They're all the way around this. Okay? Now keep in mind, they use these spot docking techniques so that this building, whatever it may be, I'm just saying it's a building. It doesn't have to be. But whatever this is, they might have it like half dark and half of it's light. So you go, well, I'm not seeing a structure. Well, that's exactly the point. They don't want you to see that. But nothing comes out like this. Look at this. Comes out perfectly round underneath. Look at this. Goes like this, comes around, and then it has this overlaid part right here. The way this, look at the way you can actually see corners, like 90-degree angles right here. Boom, boom. It has this angle, comes over, kind of rounded, comes back out. What does that, guys? There's just no doubt in my mind that this stuff is all buildings. Now, check this out. And I'm going to darken this up a little bit for you guys. This looks like you're almost looking like a top of an Olympics or oval-shaped pool. See this right here? Now, there's something else shaped. Let me just bring this up here and get it more in the middle. Right there. Check that out. If you were to get rid of this piece right here, this looks like an oval pool almost. Right there. But check out the shapes of this thing. Comes up, goes across, and it looks like it may come down, but I can't really tell for sure. But look at this. This is great. This is awesome. Look at this. Goes across, comes over, goes over this way. And of course it gets a little fuzzy. It's hard to see, but check this out. Over. Nice straight lines. Got something almost like a dome type feature on there. All of these little features. And whatever this is in the middle of this oval shaped thing here. Look at this. Nice angle right here. Boom. That doesn't happen in nature, and there's something standing on the top of that. Look at the features down in here. And it's all over the place. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. This goes up, over here, across. Look at this. Perfect. These are shapes that are intelligently made, and it's all over this picture. But because most of this is in a darker area, you can see this better. Like the one down here in the lower right. You can see that better because there's like darker areas surrounding it. This one's a little bit more vague. But check this out. Looks like it's something round in front of that. Well, almost, because there's something else standing right here. Or growth, call it what you want. Other structures, whatever, whatever. But look at this. Squares with something right smack dab in the middle of it. These are not just spaghetti lines or digital spaghetti, guys. This is the real deal here. Nothing does that. Now, let's darken this up a little bit more. Check it out. Yeah, I don't know what this is, but I can almost guarantee, I'll stake my life on it. These are buildings. There's just no doubt in my mind. I think that's awesome. Check that out. And just the way that it's almost like they build the things off the ground. Because picture if this is mostly mountainous, we don't know, can't tell. They can, we got to go by what NASA tells us, and we know how they are forthcoming with the truth. But check that out. I mean, goes across this way, up or over. Another line does the same thing, and you can see like a little line in between here, like dividing this. What does that? You can see this a little bit better now. Look at the lower right one now. Check that out. Look at that, how perfect that is. Rounded. There's something underneath here that goes over here, goes around. Something comes off of that. This other back area here. Look, there's other things here. Look at this, something right there, some kind of almost like squared off U shape or N shape, depending if you were to flip it around. But look at, even over here, look at this, like open areas, like it looks like little building structures. This stuff is everywhere. Now, it's hard to see this other stuff because it's all mingled in, but check this out. It looks like this giant pipe kind of thing sticking out. It almost looks like this it's there, or it's a shadow of simply nothing more than a small crater, which is a good possibility. Check this out. I just noticed this now. I didn't even see this before. Look at this, 90-degree angle. There's a square in the middle of that. It looks like there's something sticking out of the ground. Almost looks like you can see a fainted... Let's see if we can darken that up a little bit. Let's just see what happens. Let's just burn that a little bit. Darken that up. Check that out, guys. It almost looks like a huge piece of property. Look at this. All this whole area. And you can see what looks like little lines, structures. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. You can actually see the other corner now. There's something here, and there's something that looks like it's smack dab in the middle of this square. What is that? To me, they're structures. Now, of course, you guys can give me your take, because look at this. Nice long, almost like a long line, 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle. Things just, I mean, look just everywhere you look, there's like little structures, something. Even if you can't make these out, these, if you look in certain areas and just look at one area, you can place what look like structures and connecting structures, so on and so forth. And like I said, I mean, it would take a while to go over this picture, but there's just no doubt in my mind that there's things here. You know, that's all there is to it. Now, we're going to come back up to here. This is this other spot. Right. Okay. This is the uninverted. Yeah, okay. And then we're going to darken it up. Now, some ways I'm thinking to myself, okay, there's clearly some kind of structures here. There's just some weird shape things here, but I wasn't seeing it. I'm going, I don't know why. I'm just not pulling anything out of this. But there's things, look at this, like this round piece here. Something coming up and out of it, going over to this side. See that? Or this one's going this way and over. It's hard to tell. But this clearly looks like there's something right here, shaped right here. And then there's something right in here. I'm going, okay, is this inverted or not? There's no way of knowing. But I'm going to show you the other side of this because, let me do this first. Just darken this up a little bit. And you can see what it looks like, even though it's really kind of pixelated. I got it at 300% here. And it looks like there is, if you look carefully, there's different shapes and all kinds of the sizes of everything. Look at this. They're not just standard squiggly lines here. There's something to it. Just do a quick darken. Just bring it up a little bit so we can bring out some... Yeah, it doesn't take much to do that. Just bring it out a little bit so we can bring out some detail. Okay. And you can see this. Look at this. Goes down, over, up. Almost like a E facing that way. See that? It just kind of goes like this. Something coming off right here. It looks like it goes around to here. And you go, well, you know, let me just back out just a hair. Go back to 200%. And you can see what looks like structures here. Things connecting, so on and so forth. There was something down here. Of course, this is after I flip this around a little bit. There's something over here. Like you could just see like these squares, 90-degree angles, things just all over the place. Now, I said, wonder what this would look like if I inverted this. Well, let's find out. Again, it doesn't matter if it's inverted or not, because when it really comes down to is there's clearly things in here that are just look intelligently made. They don't look like simply nothing. Now, when I said it looks like they have like this raised area, let me see if I can show you this again. Okay. Right here, that looks like they're built off cliffs and everything. Right there. See the way that comes up over? It looks like it's like there's height to it, like it's way off the ground. Now, let's go back to this other part up here. Now watch this. This is pretty cool. All right. Now, all of a sudden I'm going, wait a minute. Why does stuff like make more sense now? Watch this. Check out from left to right. Look at this thing. Almost a round, completely rounded area. Looks like a little dome or some kind of weird structure there. It looks like it has roads going in and out of it. Check this one out. Another one. Something right here. Now I'm going to darken this up. Well, actually, that blurred it up a little bit because I wanted to do that first. Now let's darken this up. Now check this out. Almost, other than this little divot right here, this is almost a completely round circle. A little, looks like a dome or some kind of weird structure. Look at these things that kind of almost faded, but they're laying right there. Okay? Look at this one. Something here. Coming down, coming down. Okay. Look at all these weird shaped things. Now, you know, when we think structures, people think, oh, it's going to look like a house like ours. Why? You know, why? Check this out. Look at the way this, it looks like it's all off the ground. See this right from here to here, and this thing's under it? Looks like they were building like, you know, with different levels, so to speak. Check this out. What does this? Look at the way this thing, there's something on top, something on top. But look at the shape of this. Nothing does that in nature, guys. Sorry. Look at this. This thing's clearly sticking out over this. Look at the way this thing is shaped. This whole, I'm going to call it a complex for, you know, look at this. It's rounded right here, comes down. Look at the way this thing goes around. What does that? Look at this. It looks like it could be transit systems. Could be anything. I don't know. But, you know, of course, guys, you know this is all speculation. You know that for a fact. We can't say whether this is the real deal. This is really here. Check this out. If you tilt your head to the right, it looks like this weird, funky-looking M. Right? Has this little divot right here. Goes up. Goes like this. Goes around. Check this out. Looks like it's got supports. Very faintly, you can see like something here, something here. But check this out. It connects to this up here. Look at the way this is shaped. Straight. Angled. Straight across. Boom. There's something right there. It looks like they were building like in different levels. Look at all of this stuff up here. Look at this. It looks like squared structures, different shapes, different things. Look at this. All the way around. It's crazy. Check this thing out. What about this right here, standing out? It looks like it's high off the ground. And there's multiple levels. See this? This doesn't look like just simply rocks to me. This looks like structures, intelligently made structures. And it's just wild to see this kind of thing. Because again, this is on a moon, guys. So, but that doesn't mean they can't survive on it. Just because we think, oh, well, you need oxygen or whatever. I don't know the atmosphere on this moon. I have no idea. You know, what NASA's probably telling us, and I forgot what it actually said, is that, you know, there's probably no atmosphere or very little. But look at this. Rounded. Everything's like spanning off in different directions. Are these roads, transit systems, just platforms for buildings? I don't know. I truly don't. Look at this. Something rounded right here. Like I don't know if that's a road or whatever. There's different pieces going off each other. Yeah, this without a doubt in my mind is something. It's almost like they built just real flat platforms because of the ground. That's a possibility. I don't know. Or maybe that's just the way the moon was. Really don't know. And it's hard to, tell whether this is part of it's inverted, all of it is, none of it is. But I wanted to show you both aspects because you really don't know. You honestly don't. I mean, this has many things. Like I said, this is rounded right here. There's one pot rounded right here. Let's keep an eye on that and see what it looks like. That pot is still there. See it? Runs all the way down here, all the way down to this area, and yet it takes on a different shape. Right here. Has these different things, has that rounded piece. But it doesn't matter because it's still shapes that are not natural in nature. So whatever way this thing is, and guys, they made it really difficult to find this stuff. I mean, come on. Look at this. This comes up, over, and it has like multi-level. Looks like there's a bunch of things underneath this layer or this other ground. Well, look at this right here, like I was pointing out earlier. Check that out, guys. What do you think? Is this, check this out, straight down, comes across. Look at this, just the way the shape it is, and there's things on top of it. Like I said, it has that weird funky looking M, and it has what looks like it has supports. Now, we may be looking down at it, and of course we're looking at angled Y this way, but coming closer to this way, we might be looking more down at it depending on the angle of this thing. So yeah, I don't know. Again, here we are. Now let's throw some color into this. Check that out. I'm going to zoom right in. And of course, this is going to get really pixelated and blurry. But let's say, for the people with the smaller devices. But check this out. Squares. Look at the way the ground is. I think these are multiple level. Almost looks like a ladder going down to the bottom here. But that would be extremely large. So this is either a structure of some sort. I mean, nothing does this in nature, guys. This is like rounded underneath, and there's like multi-layered things. Let's go to the other one. This is that one that looks like that pool area right here. All the way across. Look at the way this thing comes down. Has this nice shape. Goes down, across. Goes up here, across, and then this one does the same. The way the ground is. I mean, come on. Let me just click out just one click. Go to the red color. Look at this. Multiple 90-degree angles. It just is loaded with it. Absolutely loaded with things on this. So from this one here, you can check that out. Look at just the structures right here. Look at this. Look at the way the ground is. Angle, straight across. Angle, comes down. It's all built on multiple levels, it looks like. This one in the lower right corner again. This right here, look at the way this is like built. Is that really naturally made? Are these really naturally occurring rocks and just the, I'm going to call it its lunar surface, because it is a moon. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. And guys, just pan over this. I mean, you guys can stop this thing anywhere you want. In fact, I'll just pan over. You guys can stop anywhere you want and look at this thing. This almost looks like a crater, but it almost looks like it's sticking out at the same time, because look at this. Squared off area. See that? And of course, there's several things near it. This may be a power plant for all we know. With a giant stack. We don't know. I don't know, because I see something square right here. On the base of it. Look at it. Round circles. Pieces coming off. This is the one I was showing you earlier about that I darkened up. Look at this. 90-degree angles. Shapes. Structures. I mean, come on. This is awesome to me. And like I said, I mean, I've known this because I actually I've messed with one of these pictures before, and you can clearly see things that are just all over the place. There's just no doubt in my mind. Just no doubt. Let me see here. Okay. Back to the blue one. There was something else in here. I'm trying to find the other one, and it's, man, there's so much of it in here that it's, look at this. These two are the most prominent areas. Like I said, along with this one here. Look at that. This is just great. When you stop and look at these, look at 1, 2, and just the shapes of this landscaping, you clearly can see that this is intentionally and intelligently made. It's not an accident. It's not just by nature how this thing was formed. There's just no way. But, of course, this is only my opinion, guys, and it's all speculation. We know this. You know how I roll on these videos. That's the way it is. You guys can give me your take on it. But to me, this just screams no doubt that this is artificially made and there's some kind of aliens living on this moon. And as crazy as that sounds, you guys tell me. I mean, you know, like I said. Okay, we'll just creep up on this here. And like I said, just look at the way this thing is made, is designed. Is that nature? Or is that actual structures right there? All the way on here on the left. Like I said, this one's practically completely round and has this small part. Right? Look at the way this, if this is a piece of ground, look at this. It's like perfect. Like somebody like landscaped this. Look at this, perfect areas. Yeah. And when you really get into these pictures and really analyze them, man, you just be astounded what you'll find here. Look at this. Looks like it goes like this, almost like an octagonal shape. Look at it. Different, it looks like pipes, transit tubes. I don't know what these are, but there's plenty of it. There's no doubt in my mind. There's just crazy things all over this. Like I said, we can doctor it up with this a little bit more. See if we can get some more of these things to pop. Look at this. Look at this stuff come out now. Look at that. Now, I've already done this already, but I wanted to go back over this anyway, so I figured I'd leave a step or two so you guys can see this and get it to pop. And what do you think? I mean, you know, this to me is just, like I said, there's just no doubt in my mind here. You can see what just looks multiple structures. And what's mind-boggling is, what really blows your mind is that it is a moon. It's not an actual planet. So you think to yourself, well, how could they possibly live on this if this isn't true, if this is in fact true? Look at this right here. Looks like this, looks like a, kind of like a cliff overhang with something sticking out of it. Another one here. Something right there. small circle, something going down. This is just stuff like all congested in one area. And it's amazing what you can find in these pictures. Absolutely amazing. Anyway, guys, I think this is long enough. I'm not going to go too crazy, but, I may do a second part to this. I might be doing the that ridge on the equator. I might be doing that soon. That may be coming up in the near future. You guys tell me what you think this stuff is. Because, like I said, I can tell you guys right now, there's no doubt in my mind. Now, I've done this moon before. I've done it before and just never really decided to do a video on it. I just decided to throw it on the back burner, which I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have just, really brought this out because this stuff is amazing to me. Just the stuff that's here. And you can see it's probably really large, but this is so far away. And I forget exactly how many kilometers they said that this Cassini-Huygens probe, was actually from this. It's basically doing a flyby. Look at this. Straight angle over. Just things joining. I don't know. But as fast as it was going, I think it took a pretty darn good picture to be able to do that and just find these objects in here. So anyway, guys, give me your take on it. Let me know what you think. I think there's some crazy stuff on this moon. And like I said, there might be another part to this, no doubt. We're going to jump into a little bit more and give you my take on it. And, of course, I want to hear your comments, guys. I really do. Because I know some of you guys have already investigated this moon yourselves. So I'd be curious to see. Maybe you've got pictures you want to show me and say, hey, what do you think this is? Whatever. Let me know. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Always appreciate it. Anybody who's just jumped on board, I do appreciate it. Welcome aboard. Share these videos, guys. Give me thumbs up. That's what it's all about. Let's get these videos out. Let's get the truth out. That's what it's all about, like I said. And, if you guys got pictures you want to show me, just, you can send it to my Mars Anomalies at AOL.com, and I'll check them out for you. If there's nothing to see, I'll say, yeah, I'm just not really seeing it. If you can, give me a link to the actual picture so I can check it out myself. And if you want to, put circles around it, arrows, whatever, just pointing out what you think you see there or whatever. And then, who knows, I'll probably make a video out of it for you guys. Anyway, guys, do appreciate you guys watching. You know that. This is why we do it. Rock and roll. Anyway, guys, appreciate it, and I will see you next pick.